City lights look like embers from up here, but the oxygen is thin and the stars are never clear. I'm floating in the silence of a wide open room, chasing the shadow of a love that left too soon. I check the frequency, I'm searching for a spark, just a tiny bit of warmth in this everlasting dark. I used to be a center, the gravity you'd crave. Now I'm just a signal that you didn't want to save. Static in the wire, a ghost in the machine. I'm whispering to places where I haven't even been. The violin is pulling at the stitches in my chest as I send another message to the void in the west. I'm sending up satellite prayers tonight, beaming my heartbreak through the cold neon light, hoping a piece of my soul hits your screen in the quiet spaces in the in-between. It's a semi-orbit, a slow-motion fall, waiting for an answer that may never come at all. I'm just a lonely broadcast, a romantic in despair, sending up my satellite prayers. I remember when our breathing was the only sound before the world started spinning and we hit the ground. Now I'm out of range, I'm losing the connection, looking for my face in a celestial reflection. The piano is weeping, it's soft and it's small, like the sound of a tear before it starts to fall. I've got 1,000 I love yous trapped in the air, but you're not tuned in and you're no longer there. Can you feel the heat of a heart that's still burning 1,000 miles deep? up my satellite prayers. Signal lost, no carrier found. I'm just drifting, no way down. Satellite prayers, do you hear me yet? 2 chairs are facing, but only one is occupied. A feast of hollow promises that neither of us tried. The silver's getting tarnished, the candles burn to bone. I'm sitting in the kingdom of the lonely and alone. I try to whisper, stay, I try to call your ghost, but I'm a stranger to the person that I love the most. The wine is turning bitter, the bread is turning cold, like the ending of a story that's already been told. I'm shouting your name till the windows start to shake, but the music is a mountain that I cannot break. The violin is screaming, a sharp silver braid tearing through the memories of the life we made. It's midnight at the empty table, a crushing weight. The music is louder than my cries to the fade. I'm yelling at the shadows, I'm begging the floor, but the roar of the symphony slamming the door. It's a romantic disaster, empty table.
The clock struck 12, but the chair didn't move. I'm still waiting for a guest who never came.
Midnight at the empty table. 2 chairs are facing, but only one is occupied. A feast of hollow promises that neither of us tried. The silver's getting tarnished, the candles burn to bone. I'm sitting in the kingdom of the lonely and alone. I try to whisper, stay. I try to call you ghost, but I'm a stranger to the person that I love the most. The wine is turning bitter, the bread is turning cold, like the ending of a story that's already been told. I'm shouting your name till the windows start to shake, but the music is a mountain that I cannot break. The violin is screaming, a sharp silver blade, tearing through the memories of the life we made. It's midnight at the empty table, a crushing weight. The music is louder than my cries to the fame. I'm yelling at the shadows, I'm begging the floor, but the roar of the symphony is slamming the door. It's a romantic disaster, a cytomatic end, watching you break what you promised to mend. Yeah, I'm starving for a word. I'm falling through the stable at midnight at the empty table. Smooth like a velvet light, cold like the rain. I'm tracing the outlines of a permanent pain. The R&B beat is a slow, heavy throb, like the sound of a heart you decided to rob. The violin is weeping a nostalgic deep strain, a cinematic ballad for the pouring rain. Vulnerable and hollow, I'm stripped to the core, waiting for a footstep that won't hit the floor. Look at me, sit down, just for a minute. The world is a glass, and I'm drowning within it. I'm shouting, I'm still here with everything I've got, but the music is a fire, and the fire is too hot. It's louder than my heartbeat, it's louder than the truth
clock struck 12, but the chair didn't move. I'm still waiting for a guest who never came. Midnight at the empty table. Smooth like a velvet ghost, cold like the breeze. I'm falling apart, I'm down on my knees. The R&B beat is a slow, heavy throb, like the sound of a heartbeat you decided to rob. The violin is weeping and nostalgic, deep strain, a cinematic anthem for the sun and the pain. Vulnerable and hollow, I'm stripped to the nerve, lost in the shadow of a bitter curve. Kill the lights, close the blinds, let the darkness stay. The music is a fire in a world turned gray. I'm shouting, I'm still here with everything I've got, but the melody is a furnace, and the furnace is too hot. It's louder than my heartbeat, it's louder than the truth. It's the sound of the sunrise stealing back my I'm just mourning the morning, a crushing weight. The music is louder than my cries to the fade. I'm yelling, don't wake me at the top of my lungs, but the roar of the symphony speaks in tongues. It's a romantic disaster, a cinematic end, watching the light break, watching the heart fade. I am buried in the pillows, I lose in the race, mourning the morning in this empty The thundering music suddenly cuts to absolute silence. Only a tiny muffled piano remains. The birds are singing, but it sounds like a funeral song. I don't belong in the light. I've been asleep for too long. I'm mourning the morning until the night comes back.
I'm standing at the window of the station in the rain, with a 2026 calendar just marking out the pain. The platform is a desert, the iron tracks are cold, watching all the stories that we never got to fold. I bought the 2 admissions back when we were still repaired. Now I'm clutching at the paper, gasping for the air. The conductor is a shadow, the engine is a roar, and I'm looking for a reason to step through the door. I'm shouting at the departure board till my vision starts to blur, but the music is a mountain and I'm just a murmur. The violin is screaming, a sharp silver blade tearing through the memories of the life we made. There's only one ticket left, a crushing weight. The music is louder than my cries to the fade. I'm yelling, don't leave me at the top of my lungs, but the roar of the symphony speaks in times. It's the liberty racket, the cinematic end, watching the train pull away, watching the heart bend. Yeah, I'm holding the second, I'm losing the race, with only one ticket left in this empty space. Smooth like a velvet ghost, cold like the steel. I'm tracing the outlines of a wound that won't heal. The R&B beat is a slow, heavy thud, like the sound of a promise sinking in the mud. The violin is weeping and nostalgia deep strain. A cinematic anthem for the pouring rain. Vulnerable and hollow, I'm stripped to the core, staring at the cedar lake. The sound once bit food. Stop the clock, freeze the time, let the engine stall. The world is a glass, and I'm hitting the bay. I'm shouting, I'm still here with everything I've got. But the melody's a furnace, and the furnace says to you, it's louder than my heartbeat, it's louder than the truth. It's the sound of the whistle, stealing back my own. There's only one ticket left, a crushing weight. The music is louder than my cries to the fade. I'm yelling, don't leave me at the top of my lungs, but the roar of the symphony speaks in times. It's a red-rain wreckage, a cinematic end, watching the train pull away, watching the heart bend. Yeah, I'm holding the second, I'm losing the race, with only one ticket left in this empty space. The thunderous music suddenly cuts to absolute silence.
Only a tiny muffled piano remains. The whistle blew 3 times, but I'm still on the platform. The other half of the pair is just a scrap of paper in the rain. Only one ticket, but nowhere to go. I watch the forest turn to silver in the frost, counting every heartbeat that the winter cost. The mountains stand like giants, indifferent and cold, while I'm holding on to stories that will never be told. I tried to shout your name across the canyon floor, but the roar of the river just demanded more. The earth is so massive and I am so small, just a leaf in the current, waiting to fall. The stars are indifferent, they don't see the tears they've been burning for millions of lonely years. I'm screaming at the moon until my throat is raw, but the silence of nature is the only law. It's nature and cosmic, it's a beautiful way. The music is louder than my cries to the faith. I'm shouting at the galaxy, let us break. But the roar of the nebula is all I can take. It's a romantic landslide, a star-shattering blow. The music is screaming what I already know. Yeah, I'm lost in the garden, I'm lost in the deep, in a world that is singing, while I'm trying to sleep. The roots are tangling around my tired feet, R&B rhythm in the rain, steady beat, smooth like the moss but sharp like the stone. I've never felt so crowded and so much alone. The violin is a hawk circling high above, crying for the remains of a cinematic love. We were just a season, a flicker of light. Now we're swallowed by the gravity of the night. One small heart against the tectonic plates, one small soul against the cosmic gates. The music is a tidal wave, it's over my head, drowning out every word that we ever said. I'm shouting, can you hear? But the universe is ringing in my ear.
is coming up. But the stars are still there, hiding in the light, waiting for the end. Nature and cosmos, and the silence is finally loud. The closet door is open, swinging on the hinge. I'm feeling every heartbeat like a needle pinch. You took the sweaters and you took the books, but you left the shadows and the hollow looks. I'm standing in the hallway where we used to dance. Now I'm just a victim of a circumstance. I try to find the words to make the floor stay still, but the room is spinning against my will. I'm shouting, wait, until my throat is raw, but the music is the only thing that's left to law. The violin is screaming a sharp silver cry, drowning out the question and the long goodbye. It's just suitcases filled with silence tonight. The music is louder than my will to fight. I'm screaming, don't leave me, at the top of my lungs, but the roar of the symphony speaks in tongues. It's a romantic wreckage. I see the manic crash, watching our history turn into ash. Yeah, I'm carrying the weight. I'm falling through the violence. Suitcases filled with nothing but the silence. Smooth like a velvet ghost, cold like the floor. I'm staring at the wood of the heavy front door. The R&B beat is a slow, heavy thud, like the sound of a memory sinking in the mud. The violin is weeping in nostalgia, deep strain, a cinematic anthem for the pouring rain. Vulnerable and naked, I'm stripped to the nerve, lost in the hollow of a bitter curve. Zip them up, walk away, don't look back. The music is a fire on a frozen track. I'm shouting at the ceiling, I'm begging the air, but the melody is a mountain that I can't repair. It's louder than my heartbeat, it's louder than the truth. It's the sound of you taking the rest of my It's just suitcases filled with silence tonight. The music is louder than my will to fight.
space is filled with nothing but the silence. You took everything, but the quiet is so heavy. It's packed so tight. I can't even breathe. Suitcases filled with silence. The tide came in while I was staring at the line, where the gray of the water meets this hollow heart of mine. I didn't feel the chill, I didn't feel the soak, until the weight of our forever finally broke. Now I'm walking up the dunes, dragging every step in the 2026 wreckage of the secrets that we kept. Every stride is heavy, every motion is a chore, with the ghost of your laughter washing up on the shore. I'm shouting at the horizon till my throat starts to bleed, but the music is a storm, providing everything I don't need. The violin is screaming, a sharp silver blade, tearing through the sandcastles that we both made.
poured it out, but it just keeps filling up. The ocean is in my socks, and the salt is in my eyes. Salt water in my shoes. I'm standing at the window of a station in the rain, with a 20 Cali sits calendar just marking out the pain. The platform is a desert, the iron tracks are cold, watching all the stories that we never got to fold. I bought the 2 admissions back when we were still a pair, and now I'm clutching at the paper, gasping for the air. The conductor is a shadow, the engine is a roar, and I'm looking for a reason to step through the door. I'm shouting at the departure board till my vision starts to blur, but the music is a mountain and I'm just a murmur. The violin is screaming a sharp silver blade, tearing through the memories of the life we made. There's only one ticket left, a crushing weight. The music is louder than my cries to the fade. I'm yelling, don't leave me at the top of my lungs, but the roar of the symphony speaks in tongues. It's a romantic wreckage, a cinematic end, watching the train pull away, watching the heart bend. Yeah, I'm holding the second, I'm losing mirrors. There's only one ticket left in this empty space. Smooth like a velvet ghost, cold like the steel. I'm tracing the outlines of a wound that won't heal. The R&B beat is a slow, heavy thud, like the sound of a promise sinking in the mud. The violin is weeping, a nostalgia
the train pull away, watching the heart bend. Yeah, I'm holding the second, I'm losing the race, with only one ticket left in this empty space. The thunderous music suddenly cuts to absolute silence. Only a tiny, muffled piano remains. The whistle blew 3 times, but I'm still on the platform. The other half of the pair is just a scrap of paper in the rain. Only one ticket, but nowhere to go. I wrote our names on a page torn from my heart, a little white wingspan to keep us from falling apart. I stood on the edge where the world meets the edge of the sea, hoping the wind would carry a message from me. But the sky turned to charcoal, the air turned to lead, and all of the beautiful things that we never had said are trapped in the folds of this fragile white skin, while the storm of the century prepare to begin. I'm shouting your name, but my voice is a ghost. The music is a monster from the edge of the coast. The violin is screaming, a sharp silver blade tearing through every promise we ever had made. We're just paper planes in a hurricane tonight. The music is louder than my will to fight. I'm screaming at the clouds to let you go free, but the roar of the symphony is drowning out me. It's a romantic jacket, it's dramatic, watching your ladders break, watching them bend. Yeah, we're folding and falling, we're lost in the rain. Just a couple of paper planes and a hurricane. Smooth like a memory, cold like the spray. I'm watching the ink on our vows wash away. The R&B pulse is the throb of the dark, as the lightning comes down to extinguish the spark. The violin is weeping a nostalgic deep song about how the right kind of love went so
in a hurricane.
The thunderous music suddenly cuts to a dead silence. Only a tiny, muffled piano remains, sounding like it's underwater. The wind is still, but the paper is torn. I can't find the pieces in the light of the morn. Just paper